morning, Foxies. How is everybody doing this day? Luke is in the house. Master Ball. Welcome. Hey, Pops. Pagey Boo. Hi. Brendan is in the house. Joshua. Go, cat. Groovy. Thank you for the 50 likes. Woohoo. 4 minutes. Doing good, Master B. I'm literally in school right now. Joshua, why? Shouldn't you be learning something? Yep, congratulations, Master Ball. You were waiting for me, weren't you? Brendan, thank you for inviting your fans. Wolfie of Love, hey, how are you doing? Watching you in Spanish instead of paying attention. Oh, no. Wolfie, thank you for inviting your fans. And then what reason would I get this? You must allow camera access to the broadcast. You can edit this in your browser settings. Yeah, so if you got Google Chrome, upper right hand corner, there's a little camera. Click on that, and it gives you a drop down. This page is accessing your camera and microphone. And there's an option like you can always block or continue allowing, and then click the drop downs for the microphone and camera if you want to broadcast or if you want to guest. If you don't, then you can just say, deny. But if you want to guest with somebody, it has to have access to your camera, so you have to allow that. So it's a browser setting. I don't need Spanish to be a film producer. I just needed to graduate. You know what, Joshua? Having a second language, whether you believe it or not, I regret not taking a second language. Whether it's Spanish or something else, you will be more marketable with a second language. I mean, I'm just saying, and you might regret not paying attention in the future. I mean, just saying. Because I certainly do. Can I brush your fur? Sure. If you want. There's certain parts you should pay attention to. Tabitha, thank you for the 100 likes. Crimson's in the house. Enjoy my free spin. What did you get for your free spin? Actually, try this, Kala. Um, the under the arm. Yeah, under this arm. Maybe under this arm. Kala is Greek. Oh no, are you making me say naughty Greek words? Fog is in the house. I wonder if they did an update. And that's why this is so laggy. Luke, thank you for the applause. Yeah, the applause is... At least they don't do that stupid ring. That'd be embarrassing. Alright, Google Translate. Here I come. Kala. It thinks it's Somalia. Where's G? Greek. Kala means... Kala. Oh, but if it's K-A upside down Y-A, With the tick on top, that means well. Okay. Oh, it's like saying why or hi. Okay. All right. Cool. Woo. Luke, thank you for the 10 likes. Kevin, yep, that Crimson. That's what I got too. I had to click on a few things. Official Mookie, thank you for the love.
Love you.
What am I doing right now, Foxy? I am reevaluating my life and wanting to know how I got from there to here. So I've been looking at other social media platforms like Lively and LiveMe, and Musically. What else is there? LiveStar. Been looking at those platforms as just another medium of broadcasting. Jordan, oh, you can tell me I had a mom, yeah, and you know what? So here I was floating through the cosmos as a celestial or just a free spirit, and my mom and my dad they had an itch, they had an urge. King Jordan, thank you for the love.
Deeply. Love you.
They had this urge that they scratched. Ashley, thank you for the 50 likes. They had sex, and they brought me into this world screaming and hollering like you believe, because I want. That's how I got here. You call BS? Crimson. Shh. Jaden, hello, how are you doing? Oh, yeah, well, you know what? After yesterday's show, things went downhill awfully fast. I went to Taco John's the other day and ordered 2 soft shells, and you know what? They forgot your tacos again. What? Dude, you better have complained. You better have asked to talk to the manager. You should have thrown that bag. Well, actually, first what you should have done is got out your camera. You got out your phone and turned it on. Okay, Master Ball, Master, thank you for coming. I hope you have a good hump day. Happy Wednesday. And thanks for stopping by. Thank you for taking time out of your day to come say hi. Hey, Ethan. Yes, happy Wednesday. It's also National Shrimp Day. Hey, National Shrimp Day, yay. Do pandas go out to eat? Yes, sometimes they do. They gave me my Olays and forgot my tacos, and it took them 20 minutes for my tacos, and they didn't even give them. See, so Jordan, have you should have got out your phone. You should have went in there, demanded to talk to the manager, and then you should have slammed the bag onto the counter and say, how hard is it to count? 1, 2, 3. 3 items. That's all you needed. And then say, and you guys want $15 an hour for this job when you can't even get it right.
Truly.
Led Zeppelin,
Deeply.
thank you for the love.
Love you.
How come I have never seen you at a restaurant? What? Let me answer your question, Ninja, with another question. Do you even know where I live? Zoe, thank you for becoming a fan.
No.
So guess I'm 998. whale and not a shrimp. Zoe, how are you doing? In the woods. Oh, okay. But Led Zeppelin, thank you for swinging by. I'm good. How do you do this animation? What is this animation you are speaking of? Frozen for you? Try refreshing Pops and see what happens. It got glitchy. You know what? They pushed out an update yesterday. No, on Monday. And like even last night, like goddamn Zoe was broadcasting, doing his Messy Monday, and it was freezing up as well. So I think it's got something to do with YouNow's update. What? So King Jordan, that's when you send an email to Taco John. Go to their see if they've got a Facebook page, or just go to tacojohns.com and look for a contact us, and send an email and bitch and complain. Tell them the store, tell them what the manager said, and then tell them, this is totally unacceptable. Um, yeah, and tell them how you feel, and then uh, tell them, by the way that you get treated here, you are reevaluating whether you will continue to patronize any Taco John's because of their behavior. Zoe, yeah, I did not. That's interesting. I know how hard is it to make two? How hard is it to count to two? Or three? Mouse! Thank you for the phone. And Zoe, so I don't talk about the software, um, because there's a copycat that likes to come in, and he hasn't been very relevant lately, but he was online. But he likes to come in and he likes to take notes and then copy and do. He likes to copy me in the broadcast. He used the same software, uses the same animation, calls himself Foxy. Although his username has got nothing to do with the fox, and this is a red panda, but he's got to copy me in everything that I do, and so I don't talk about it anymore because I just had a bad experience with it. And then YouNow went and partnered the frickin' copycat. Like, they gave him a tip jar for copying me. And I've been applying for partnership for a while now, and they keep denying me. And then, of course, the copycat, after about 6 weeks of begging people for bars, I mean, if you want the best example of somebody turning Hollywood, oh my God, the first day that he had his tip jar, all he did for an hour and a half was, come on, guys, give me bars. Come on, guys, hit those likes. You have to hit likes. And, I mean, just instant Hollywood. Luke, I hope you get your meds today. That's all I want to say. No, no, Zoe. He wasn't suggesting that you come back and drop bars or drop likes. It was suggesting that you bring the topic back up again because it causes me to stay on, and then I rant and I rave about the copycat. Just because it's my trigger point. My one and only trigger point. Mo Mouse, thank you for inviting your friend. So that's interesting. They must. So my animation software, if I keep it on top, if I keep it the main program, everything works fine. But watch, I'm gonna click off, and now look what happens. Look how jerky everything gets. That never used to be that way, and of course now, YouNow is getting all glitchy. Good morning, Urson. How are you? Well, I have a bandana on. That's about as much of an outfit as I get. Yeah. And I have no legs. Yeah, so yesterday I did some reinstalling. Um, I replaced my mouse. I had a wireless mouse, but the battery sucked on it, and so I had it plugged into a USB cable directly into the computer. I took that off, and I've got an old World of Warcraft gaming mouse, which is like really big. It's too big for my hand, but I've got that in place now, and that kind of stopped the whole Windows adding and removing hardware. That blue 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 blue. So I don't know. Apparently the mouse went bad. So guys, here's what we have for today's. Here's what we have for today's spam. We have chorizo spam and oven roasted turkey spam. So that's what we're going to do for today. Just so you guys know. Zoe, what is your problem? I don't need a boyfriend. I need $12 million and a donut. Nice. So today is National Shrimp Day. Nathan Smith, welcome. What the? Well, random nature, the Windows discovering hardware has stopped. Hey, Rachel, how are you doing? Woohoo! So, Zoe, if you found this software, about the only thing that I can ask is you choose a character that isn't being used, find something that's unique, develop your own content, and be yourself. Um, you know, well, I don't preach that, but I say that a lot. Um, I wouldn't even mind the copycat. I don't mind him using the software. Uh, wh- what triggers me is the fact that he's using the same character that I am, and he calls himself Foxy. It's like if that wasn't the biggest indication that he's copying me, it's not really accusations. I mean, it's pretty black and white. you know, and especially when he comes in here and says and confirms that he's copying me, and then he goes, but I do it better. So, I mean, that's his justification. Or I'm partnered, so it's okay. Yeah, don't steal my stuff. Don't take credit for the work that I do. Do your own work. I'm gonna be everything behind closed doors. I saw a robot one I like. Oh, nice. Oh, the slug. I think that they call that the gaming slug. Tina Bean is in the house. Right, so give me a second here. I've got today's national days. Oh, I know, or your door was open. It's okay, because I just saw your house and I liked it. And then after you've broken into my house, you claim to be the victim. No, Zoe, what the copycat did and does it is he found the software. He started broadcasting as me. He changed the default colors, all of this. He changed everything to blue to look like me. Um, Called himself Foxy. No, you don't need to see him. He doesn't broadcast very much anymore because he gets a lot of hate from being a copycat, and he doesn't get any fans, and nobody comes in to tip him anymore, and he's about the money. If you don't give him bars, he rage quits, and it's really kind of funny. And then when he broadcasts as his human, he DJs, and nobody likes what he does, so they don't watch him as a human either. And so he's now concluded that YouNow is a dead platform, and apparently he's focusing on YouTube or something. But he would copy me, uh, literally to the point where he would come into my broadcasts and take notes.
No.
Thank you. And that either that day or the next day, he would be doing what I would be doing. Like I did this little intro. Where's my intro? I started doing this as my intro, and then the next day he had a star background, space back his background. Yeah, so now it makes you a partner. You then get a tip jar, and with the tip jar, you get a portion of the either the bars or the likes. What people spend money on, you get a portion of that. David, thank you for inviting you in. David, it's going to do they the update that you now put out like on Sunday night or on Monday is causing a lot of the broadcasters to freeze. So, like, Goddamn was doing his Messy Monday last night, and he was freezing like this all the time too. There's not really too much that I can do about it. Zoe Urson, who was in here. I'm not sure if he's in here. Yeah, Urson is in here. He uh originally did Trump, but I think he's doing the Velociraptor. So there's him. There's Fusi, who generally does the dog, one of the dogs. And I think he did the rabbit for a while. There's the cat that a couple broadcasters have been doing. And let me see, there's someone that does this one, but he doesn't get on very much. Usually just when he's guesting. There's this guy. And I'm not, is this Screamer? I think Screamer uses this one. And then the clown. So, and this guy. No, the Screamer does this one. I forget the guy. But anyway, this one and this one. So, those would be the ones to avoid. But you know, everyone, every now and then. Oh, there are other clowns. Yeah. You know, figures. But you know, there's like there's Christmas ones. During Christmas, I do the penguin, and there's an elf and a Christmas present. You know, during Thanksgiving, there's a turkey. Yeah, apparently levels aren't enough. You now get a badge as well, but it doesn't really. You can't click on the badge. You can't really tell what the badge does. Um, yeah, maybe. I'm hoping if I get a gold badge, that'll be enough that YouNow will want to partner me. I don't know. I'm assuming it's an indication of different levels of broadcasting. You know, beginners either don't have a badge or they just got the little silver camera. And then I've seen people with 1, 2, and 3 stars. Yeah, see, you've got the camera with 2 stars, Brendan. So, oh, look at there. Novice is the camera. A rookie is with 1 star. A junior is 2 stars. Ooh, everybody, I am a captain. You're the captain now. Encourage viewers to join the guest queue so you can talk to one another. Remind people to fan. Seriously, the next level is Rising Star. I'm only level 4. And there's 5. There's a boss. Level 6. There's an ace. Level 7. There's a superstar. Level 8. There's a pro. Level 9. And then there's a partner. Seriously? They're only rating me as a number 4. So, Luke, this is your answer to why I'm looking at LiveMe. I'm looking at Lively. I'm looking at Lively, LiveStar. This is why I'm looking at other platforms. You know what? I have to do it. Hold on. Oh, well, Grant's, he's gonna be a gold star, because they partnered. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah, so I sent an email to Live Me asking if they've got RTMP instructions, if you can broadcast RTMP. And they sent me a link back asking, oh man, 2 people unfanned. What's. Hey, Derek, welcome. Yeah, so they told me that I needed to, if I was a gamer, click this link, and then they had games that you could download and stream into Live Me. And it's like, and I was like, no, I don't want to play games. I want to broadcast, but I want to broadcast from my PC. And then I gave them the link to my YouNow. I said, yeah, check out here what I want to do. Yep, that helps, Brendan. Thank you. Random Nature, thank you for inviting your fans. You know, if if they hadn't partnered Grant, he wouldn't even be a level 4. I mean, hey, thank you. So, Blake, some of the glitch is the update that you and I did on Sunday night or on Monday. Even Messy Monday yesterday became, would freeze at points. The other times, so like right now, I've got Fox Club is the main focus. I've got it up and I've got it on top. Watch what happens. Now I click to anything else, and it just dies. And I just figured that out right now. Kate, thank you for the 50 likes. Well, but like I said, Luke, Messy Monday was glitchy as well. Janet, Riot Squad, thank you for becoming a fan. My human calls me Brown Dog. Thank you for becoming a fan. And what is in the house? I haven't seen Gabby lately. Brown Dog, thank you for inviting in. When did I last see Gabby? I think I saw her sometime over the weekend. She could be working. Sometimes she gets busy, and maybe she's got like rotating schedules or something. Cause sometimes I'll see her a lot in the mornings, and then I don't see her in the mornings, and I see her in evenings. Did somebody take a crown from Bob, from her? Well, Luke, it's not only that, but there's another red crown that is kind of harassing her on this guy's wall, because he calls it his room. It's his room, and Gabby and KM Gurley are trying to take it from him. Kate, glitch. Alright, hold on, everybody. I am going to load up the YouNow beta program. And I'm going to see if that will... YouNow is up today. It didn't even ask me if I wanted to... Alright, well, I'm not gonna do that. He got all 5 and he'd never even been there. That's kind of funny to a certain degree. How does Vape Lord have so many... He vapes. How is that entertaining enough that he's got 6.6 thousand views? So, Kate, your 50 likes put us over 1,000. So, you get to choose today's food of choice. I have chorizo spam, and I have oven roasted turkey spam. So what I'm going to do is slice off a side of the spam of your choice. Fuzzy's in house. And then whichever one you choose, I will then open the opposite one because we've got 14 shares, and I will slice off one as well. Hey, Fuzzy, welcome. We are all doing. It's a Wednesday. Oh, you know what? So while we're waiting for Kate to make a decision, and I don't see her in the list, but that's not really saying much because that list doesn't get updated very much. Let's do today's national days on the calendar. So everybody, today is National School Nurse Day. It is always a Wednesday of National Nurses Week. National School Nurse Day honors all school nurses who care for the children in the schools every day. School nurses promote learning through healthy children. The theme of the 2016 National School Nurse Day is School Nurses, Better Health, Better Learning. What do you suppose the theme for 2017 National School Nurse Day is? That'd be nice. School nurses are often the first place a student thinks to go when they don't feel well or have been hurt, but they provide a wealth of information that supports a successful education as well. On National School Nurse Day, remember all the reasons the nurse is available at your school. Okay. Randy, thank you for inviting your fans. Yeah, it's interesting, Luke, because I've had like 5 people fan me. I only needed 2. I was at 4,998 before I started the broadcast. And I had 5 people fan me, and now I still need 3 more. So, I'm going backwards. Thanks. This might be maybe even more special of a day. It's National Day. Observed annually on May 10th, it is National Shrimp Day. Woohoo! Americans eat more shrimp than any other seafood, and this is the day to celebrate this delicious food. The word prawn is used loosely to describe any large shrimp, sometimes known as jumbo shrimp. Some countries use the word prawn exclusively for all shrimp. Preparing the shrimp for consumption usually involves the removal of the head, shell, tail, and sand vein. That's the poop sack, everybody. There are many ways to cook shrimp. Standard methods for preparation include baking, boiling, broiling, sautéing, fry, and grilling. Cooking time is delicate for shrimp. They are the best when not overcooked. Mm, shrimp. What's the same with livestock? Yep, prawn. So, today is also National Receptionist Day. Each year, National Receptionist Day is observed on the second Wednesday in May. National Receptionist Day was created to give recognition to receptionists and the valuable contribution they make to the companies they work. Contributions they make to the companies they work. That doesn't make sense. So, let's move along. Really? So, National Third Shift Workers. It's also known as National Night Shift Workers Day and is annually observed on the second Wednesday in May. This is created to honor all workers who work hard through the night after night. Sometimes the job keeps a manufacturer running 24 hours a day. Other third shifts keep us safe through the third shifts are certainly not new to hospital workers or emergency personnel. Other third shift workers keep cities running without hitch. Yep, the graveyard shift. Welcome back, Derek. National Bike to School Day. This one is for you. National Bike to School Day is observed annually on the popularity of National Walk to School Day. Of course, we've got to copy some other day, which is celebrated each October. National Bike to School Day was created to provide an opportunity for schools across the nation to join together to celebrate the energy of National Bike Month. So, Blake, today is a day for you to school. I suspect, Blake, it's windows of a house. I mean, that's just a guess. National Lipid Day is observed annually on May 10th. The purpose of the day is to bring awareness to dyslipidemia. Dyslipidemia. There's an abnormal amount of lipids, e.g. cholesterol and or fat in the blood. In developed countries, I'm just moving. Happy National Lipid Day, everybody. I can't even pronounce half that. The hell. Mashing up your room day. It's observed on May 10th. If I'd known we only had to do this once a year was growing up. This is a day parents appreciate much more than their children. National Clean Up Your Room Day isn't just for kids clean their rooms. It's about picking up, straightening up, and cleaning up. Alright, it sounds like spring cleaning to me. Only 15 years away? See, 15 miles would be perfect. It's a perfect amount of time for biking. Give yourself a half hour, and you're good to go. So, did Kate ever suggest a spam? I don't even see Kate. Looking for Kate. I don't see Kate. So today's spam cam is chorizo spam and turkey spam. Yay! Good luck at your appointment. Have fun. Happy travels. All that good stuff. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you back here tonight. So the spam cam, we might as well, for the 1,000 likes, we're going to do the chorizo. And I don't even know how. I thought if I had a plate, it would be a thing. How do you get this out of the can? That's what I'd like to know. Oh, just like that, apparently. Boy, look at all the grease, right? Oh. When's the bathroom cam? No. So I'm opening them both up. Get out of there. Well, it doesn't. That noise that it makes. A shower can. So if we did that, I think the name would be better explained as yourself band cam. Oh, come out of there. Alright, everybody. There's, looks like, boy. Don't them spam look awesome. Alright, so what I do is just take off the slice on the end. There's the chorizo. And that one is the turkey. So the first 4,000 likes, we're going to do the chorizo. Is a nice. Actually, that's a lot, but here we go. So we did spam a while ago, but it was a little like a little packet, and it was just regular spam. This doesn't taste too bad. Now chorizo is like a spicy, almost like a sausage type meat. And this spam is a bit spicy. It's not too bad. Sleepy Becca, welcome. You know, I had spam a long, long, long time ago. Derek, thank you for the 400 likes. Sleepy Becca, thank you for inviting your fans. Too bad. It's a little spicy, but not overpowering. Someone stole your crown. Yes, they did. Pops, thank you for the applause. That was interesting. You know, we could get the chorizo spam and make like a little toasted sandwich out of it or something. Derek, thank you for inviting your fans. Derek, thank you for the more 400 likes. You know who did? Maybe Sleepy Becca? I don't know. Alright, so our next slice, this is the turkey. So I expect this is gonna be like, just like regular spam. Except, like a, what do I say, the consistency is not gonna be, it's not gonna have a tough texture. Because turkey is a little bit looser meat. Derek!
No.
Thank you for the 400. Oh, so fat? Ugh. I fell asleep even though I saw. Oh man, that's okay, Becca. Alright. Sienna, welcome. So, Derek, your 400 likes has put us over 2,000. And we have the spam cam for today. So go away without choosing. Wait. So we have chorizo spam and we have turkey spam. And I just got done eating. This is the chorizo spam, which is kind of tasty, and it's not so bad. The turkey, just eating that for the 17 shares. You get to pick chorizo or turkey. And I have to say, the turkey is kind of, it's just like a really soft, um, a really soft glob of something. Doesn't really remind me of spam.
No.
Thank you for the 400s. Turkey. Oh, really? That's fine. I'd rather do the chorizo. Thanks. Thank you to the. How can we? I would like that. So here's the turkey here. Oh, a hand cameo. Alright. Wow. Okay, well, that one actually was a pretty thick piece right there. Oh my god. So, I don't know if you can see it. Look on the edge. Look at the glob. of gel that are hanging off it. Oh man. So there's a bite. Hmm. Going to cook breakfast. Are you gonna have some spam for breakfast, Blake? You know what, Derek? If you could get around that slimy gel stuff that it's packed in, it's really not so bad. Well, Becca, usually all of my broadcasts are on YouTube. So there's an option on YouNow where you attach your YouTube account, and then there's a little check mark that you say stream each broadcast live. And I put mine in after the broadcast is done, I put the recording into a private container. And then after the broadcast, YouTube will process the stream. Hey, Steph. And if I play music or if I pull anything up from YouTube, they usually say your video contains copyrighted material or something. Derek, thank you for the 400 likes. I think who did the likes? Or was that Sienna? I I spaced out. And who just did the 50 likes? Leave it to Luke to leave and not keep me straight. Well, thank you for the 50 likes as well. I missed whoever it was. I need to acknowledge those sooner because I just forget. Steph, thank you for becoming a fan. Derek, I'm pretty sure that you did another 400 likes to put us over 3,000. Yeah, Kate, thank you for the 50 likes. So you get to choose another slice of spam. But Sleepy back on what I usually I'll let you now finish pressing and then I add some comments, add some keywords and just move it into the public folder and try to remediate any of the things. Like I've got public domain sounds that I play. Um like this. And every time I use that music, there's some jerks that have laid a copyright claim to that song, so I have to dispute it. Otherwise, every time people watch that, they have monetized and taken over. Basically, they've taken over my video and they get paid for people watching my video. And then I've got to dispute the fact that they have any claim to that whatsoever because it's public domain. It's free for anybody to use. And apparently they've decided that their use is stealing money from everybody that tries to use it on YouTube. So I've got to remediate those. Or if there's, like if I play videos, like there was the camo video one time for Hump Day, they, they copyright that and
No.
other likes. They keep it. You want another turkey? Hmm. Let's turn this around. And lately, I've just kind of been lazy. So I probably got a week, maybe 2 weeks worth of videos that I need to process and release. There's a bite from Turkey. Yeah, so I've just been a little lazy lately. I mean, it takes a lot of work having to go through trying to figure out if I can if I can get the videos released without having to modify anything. But I don't have monetization turned on, which that's probably the next thing that I need to do. I could get Luke was looking at there's some website that estimates the annual the payments that I could get from YouTube, and I think it's like I can make $12 a year with the amount of traffic that's on my that's on my videos. Derek, thank you for no
No.
400. Thank you. I don't have any Gatorade. Some of those flavors would be nasty. Well, they are nasty. Well, I could look. They've certainly got enough flavors. We could do Gatorade for a week. So, guys, look, we made it up to number 5 in hashtag guys. We are on the trending list. Woo! Holding up the bottom. If you guys haven't, feel free to invite your fans. You get 350 coins every time you invite. Pam still hasn't gotten her tip jar. Yeah, Blake, it fell back to 6. But you know what? So the chat traffic is one of the things that drives that position. So if you guys, oh my God, look at there. We've moved up. Oh no, it's still on the bottom of the list. I thought I moved up to the front page of the trending. You just need 2 fans to 5,000. You know what, Derek? When I started broadcasting, I needed 2 fans, and I've had like 5 people fan me this broadcast, and I still need 2 fans. So people have unfanned me during this broadcast. Blake, thank you for inviting your fans.
No.
So every time you invite your fans, you get 350 coins. Every time you chat, you hit enter, you get 5 coins. I'm not sure if you get it. I don't think you get anything anymore for captured moments. But Roger, thank you for inviting your fans. What Random Nature actually does, uh, Daryl, thank you for the 50 likes.
No.
So they take into consideration likes, shares, chat traffic, and the number of people watching to determine your ranking. Like if you first start a broadcast and people come in and drop a bunch of likes immediately, that will shoot you up to like fifth place. I mean, I started broadcasting one time within a minute. I had 2,000. Somebody did a free spin. I hit 2,000 likes. It put me up to third place, and there was only like 10 people in at the time. So likes is a very strong indication of your position, but sharing helps in the chat traffic. So if somebody's in sleeping and there are a lot of people in watching them, but they're not talking, they're not going to be up near the top. But if everybody's in saying, oh my God, this is creepy, and why would you do this? And they're talking all the time, it improves or it increases that position in each of the hashtags. Now, they used to, when you dropped a sticker, because a sticker costs 1 coin to drop, but they used to pay you 5 coins back. So every time you dropped a sticker, you'd actually make 4 coins. Well, they stopped giving coins every time you put out a sticker now. So, thanks, YouNow. Derek, thank you for the 50 likes. And your last 400, Derek, it's over 4,000. So, that is activated. I need some music. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. It activated the spam cam. So I know this time you're gonna choose right. Well, I don't know. There's not really a right choice, but pick your poison. Chorizo or turkey. Well, because Sleepy, but we wouldn't want any fans. We wouldn't want anybody in the audience to have too much fun, now would we? We want to make it as difficult as possible for anybody to have any fun whatsoever. And, whatever they can do to make money. Oh, the chorizo, Derek. Good choice. Alright, let me chop off a slice up. I wonder if I had like a like a headband or something. How? Oh, that's not. Here we go. Alright. Oh my God, that's a really big chunk. That one is really, really big. Good morning, Led Zeppelin. Welcome back. And that was a big bite, too. Bailey, that am. It kind of smells like the canned food that I give my cat, Led Zeppelin. You are correct. I don't really know what that cat food tastes like, but I kind of imagine that this is what it would taste like. And you know what? It's kind of got that congealed gel along the outside, kind of like the cat food too. Yeah, it looks horrible. The smell really isn't the best. um, it tastes alright, but I have a feeling that there are probably tons of chemicals in this. So it's probably not the healthiest either. Well, she came and sat on the keyboard right before I broadcasted. Derek, it for the 400 like. And when I started broadcasting, she got up, walked all over the keyboard, and then left. They just put a different label on it for cat food. Probably. Yeah, Led Zeppelin, which is kind of funny because when I started broadcasting, I had 4,998 fans. And I've had 1, 2, 3, 4. I've had 4 people fan me in this broadcast. So I'm going backwards. I'm not doing something right here. Yeah, Luke was here. He's got to go to a doctor's appointment. So, some of you guys know that Jim Bob applied for, he applied for a job recently. They sent him a letter. It arrived last Thursday? And it said, we wanted to let you know that we have chosen applicants for the current open positions, so we will not be in need of your services. Again, thank you for taking the time to meet with us. Here's what... This is like the stupidest thing you should say in a letter. We appreciate your interest in our organization, and we wish you the very best in your pursuit of a career that makes full use of your experience and qualifications. Now, I'm pretty sure they just said you're overqualified for this job, so good luck in finding one that suits your experience and qualification. They just told me that I'm overqualified. Yeah, but you don't put that in a letter and send it to the applicant. I know, Led Zeppelin. Maybe I don't want to do computer support anymore. Maybe I'm tired of dealing with dumbasses that can't understand taping Kleenex over a speaker isn't the way to turn your volume down. Or the people that continually surf websites and Facebook and can't understand why their computer has gotten infected for the 10th time this month, and then cry when we suggest that maybe their surfing habits have something to do with it. How dare you blame me for my computer messing up? It's like, really? Maybe Jim Bob is just tired of dealing with stupid people every day. Hmm? Have you ever thought of that? Maybe he wants a career change. Like, okay, Michelle, I know better than you on how to do your stuff, so let me tell you what I think you should be doing. It's the Rising Star Awards all over again. Anyway, I was like, just me shaking my head. Just gonna shake my head. So I did find this new thing, this new game that's somewhat addicting. The full moon is soon, you can tell. YouNow Mobile looks better, but it still crashes. Led Zeppelin, what kind of a mobile device do you have? Do you have like an iOS, or do you have an Android? But you're welcome, Brandon. And I wasn't including you. When talking about Jim Bob's frustrations, it, it was people from the university. There was there was literally someone that had taped Kleenex. There was a speaker bar at the bottom of their monitor, and she had torn apart the Kleenex box to get the cardboard, and then had stuffed a bunch of Kleenex over that speaker bar, and then taped the cardboard over top of the Kleenex. And I, Jim Bob went down there to update her computer and replace her monitor, and he's like, "Well, what is this?" And she goes, "Well, it was just too loud." And so Jim Bob pointed out the little knob on the side of the speaker bar that you could rotate to change the volume and make it louder or softer. Or he also showed the little speaker icon in the system tray that you could click and then slide the volume up and down. He's like, oh. And this was someone who was in charge of document archiving and scanning and saving documents. And you should have seen the directory structure. There was a network drive, and oh my God, was it convoluted on the directories that she had out there to save her documents and archive all this stuff. It was unbelievable. And then she blamed all of her computer problems on the fact that when we named her computer, which is it's just like a text field in Windows, right? You can call it Jim Bob's computer, you can call it Stupid Idiot's computer, anything. And typically, Jesse, thank you for inviting your fans. Hey, Trippy, how are you doing? Nice spider. Amy Jones, hey! Oh, I know. Some of these people that get paid big bucks and they're so stupid. How do you... We determined at the University of Iowa the only way to get into a management position was to have low IQ and just be stupid. So, this manager of the archiving department, when we gave her a computer, when we assigned it to her, we gave the computer a name based off of her name. And we spelled her name wrong. We switched 2 letters in her name. It was a typo. But she was convinced that the reason her computer didn't work is because the name of her computer was wrong. That was why everything was failing. And you just couldn't explain to her that that's got absolutely nothing to do with anything. Except maybe the Kleenex that she taped over the speakers because they were too loud. I just... you just shake your head, you bite your tongue. And 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 when they go to Facebook and they play games, it's like they don't understand. These computers weren't given to you so you could play. It's here so you could do work. Tomorrow is Mexico Mother's Day. Um, Feliz No, I don't even know how to say it. Happy Mexico Mother's Day, everybody, for tomorrow. Yeah, so lovely letter coming from that job. Feliz Dia de las Madres. And so Master Ball M, I know you're not here, but I'm calling back to when you said you were in. No, it was Joshua was in Spanish class and he said he didn't need it. Well, this is where I wish I'd taken Spanish. Oh, no, it's today? And how did I read tomorrow on that? Well, so Trippy Angie, my only excuse is I'm a red panda. Uh, if you expect me to be able to read English, let alone Spanish, you're sadly mistaken. So happy Mother's Day in Mexico. You know what? Mother's Day in the United States is coming up sometime soon too. I should probably figure out when that is. They need no, some people like that. They just need to not work in technology. So we have 20 shares. What's the 14th? So that's this Sunday. Led Zeppelin. You know what? I'm pretty much afraid to anymore. I was planning on waiting till I hit 5,000 likes, but Lost Cause, what is he up to? He's only at like 4,000, and he started like 3 months ago. He got his partnership this weekend. Of course, he went to Playlist, and he was actually performing on YouNow's stage, so, and they presented his partnership to him on stage. Um, Clearly, they haven't extended opportunities like that to me, but there was talk that 5,000 fans is a good number, but with their new badge, they've only ranked me as number 4 out of like 10, so that doesn't bode very well. So I don't really know anymore. Don't know if I should apply. Um, yeah, I'm still sitting here trying to figure out how the copycat got a partnership because how many views does he get? Yeah, see, he's up there in like usually 100 or more during a broadcast, so I mean, I can see where it makes sense. Bad boy for life, welcome. Yep, Zoe's alive. He's up there number 1. So I think he's spending a week down in Florida because he rented. He's got like a timeshare. So he's been hanging out down there. He's broadcasting from there. So he's taking time off from his job of broadcasting to broadcast. So I think my 4 weeks that they recommend before applying again is up. But I was waiting to hit the 5,000. Uh, so I've gained 4 followers and lost 4 followers. Maybe they fanned me and then unfanned me after they left. Who knows? But I'm still at 2. Need 2 more to hit 5,000. So I was waiting to hit 5,000 before I applied again. Yeah, it could be Led Zeppelin, but you know what? I've seen people with 2,000 fans, 1,500 fans that are partnered. I think it's just more of now sees. So, Random RJ, thank you for adding your fans. 10 likes. So if they smell money, and they see money potential, that's I think what speaks more volume to them than anything else. So we have hit 10. Well, we've hit 11 on the captured moments. So let's activate the spam cam. Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum, bum. And I did a chorizo spam the last time, so we'll do a turkey one this time. Mr. Krabs? No. Ryan, thank you for the 400 likes. Ryan, that has put us over 5,000 likes. So you get to choose from the spam cam. Bum, 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 bum. We have chorizo. This is chorizo spam. And this one is turkey spam. There's a free spam. Nice. So let's this. It is glitchy today. Yeah, random. RJ, watch this. So it's working pretty good right now, right? Well, that's because I've got Fox Club up and it's the main focus. Oh, the chorizo one? Okay, Ryan. I gotta I gotta finish the turkey one that I just did. So give me a second. But it's pretty smooth right now. And now I click off and take a look. It's just dragging like what the heck? And I just figured that out um at this broadcast, so when it went live. So that gives me an idea of what I need to look at. Um, there were Windows updates that were getting pushed out yesterday, which may or may not have affected things. So at least I get to look at this software. I do a reinstall and see if that will maybe fix the problem. But I've got it narrowed down. I replaced I replaced the keyboard and the mouse yesterday, and the hardware discovery thing that was happening yesterday seems to have stopped. And random RJ, I wasn't sure if that was your suggestion or not to get rid of the wireless mouse. I can't remember who suggested that, but thank you. And now I just need to look at the software and probably do a reinstall. That'll probably fix that issue. But if it does, it's going to reset everything. You're going to see Foxy with the golden eyes, and I'll have to redo all that stuff. Office tour? Um, nope, not going to happen. Eh, too many clothes laying around. Like, sorry. Monitor look? Mm, Here's a quick look. Ta-da! Cass, thank you for becoming a fan. You know, in random nature instead of random RJ. Alright, hold on. So, we need to do... I know how to turn a PC on and how to use basic stuff, but anything else I'm using... Okay. What? Thank you for the moral support. We're gonna do the chorizo, which I think is what Ryan suggested. You know, I didn't notice it before, but the chorizo's got a smell to it. Same until I went to school at Boxy's Human Heat really was a help. Nice, Blake. Yeah, it's not so bad. It tastes better than... I need some of that Spam. Looks 100% better than normal Spam. Yep, the chorizo Spam tastes pretty good. It's got a little, like, a spicy flavor. Astros, welcome. How are you doing? Happy Wednesday. Led Zeppelin. Woe Girl Michelle thinks IA stands for Indonesia, but it's actually stands for Iowa in the United States. Hey, Foxer, how are you doing? Did what change with the update? The IA? No, that's always been there. I'm doing pretty good. Astros. It's a Wednesday. I woke up alive, which is always a plus. Although it is raining out and a lot colder than... Was it yesterday? Was it Monday? We had all the windows open and they've got a ceiling fan. It's really big. It's probably like 4 foot by 4 foot. And you turn the ceiling fan on and it sucks air in up into the attic. So what you do, you open up all the windows, open the doors, you turn the ceiling fan on, and it causes a breeze inside the house, right? So it's an alternative method to air conditioning. And it was so warm on Monday that we had to turn that on. And today it's 40 degrees outside. I've never noticed every time I've looked at it, Led Zeppelin, it's shown IA, so I don't know. So this update will make it harder to rank up, but easier to become a partner. You think so? I don't know. To be honest, I'm a little disappointed. I'm only rank 4. I mean, I've been broadcasting for a year, and only a rank 4. I mean, that's kind of... That's kind of depressing, actually. So if you look on their profile, it's a little like for me, if you click on my nose, click on my face, the little pop-up has a little silver camera with 3 stars. Yep, RJ, and it's like a slap in the face, and then it really is an indication that YouNow really doesn't care about their broadcasters. Now, Led Zeppelin, the camera starts out as level 1, so then the 3 stars, so I'm level 4, which you have badges, which is a whole nother level. I'm level 55, so I'm level 55, but then badge level 4. Like, just another way to do what? There was a link. Let me see if I can find it. Person posted a link about it. It talks about everything. Oh, this is nice. The YouNow blogs, they have questions for YouNow. Isn't that nice? Another way for them to ignore their users. Well, Urson posted the link. I looked at it, but I don't see it anymore. Is like a Katy Perry song. It's all about the money. Yeah, the badge. Just click on my name or click on my nose, Blake, and then you see a little. It's like a silver camera with 3 stars. Derek, your 400 likes put us under or over 6,000. So we get to choose again. Want chorizo or turkey spam? Well, Led Zeppelin, they are. Somebody said that they were avoiding people using this software for some reason. She actually insinuated that they were ban people from broadcasting this way, which is kind of stupid. Back to the turkey. Alright. So I guess a question that I have is if they're gonna go to bow, are they gonna take away the level? Is that the next thing to go? So my level 56 is now gonna get thrown away, and I'm just gonna be level 4. Welcome. Yeah, Led Zeppelin, if they ban me, that's why I've been looking into Live Me, Lively, Live Star. musically. MJ, thank you for being your fans. So in the application to become partner, they ask you, they say, give us 2 sentences, or in 2 sentences, explain why you want to become a partner. And I'm thinking this time, I'm going to say, MJ for the 50 likes. I think this time I'm going to put in there, I said, well, since you've been making money off of me all this time, me broadcasting for free for you, feel that it's only right that I should be compensated, or that you should pay me for all the money that you make off of me, or something like that. It's like, you've been making money off of me for a year. It's about time for you to, give some of that money back, or at least share some of the money that I'm making for you. I know, random RJ. It When they said that, I questioned their motives behind saying that. But I also do think that when they partnered the copycat and the big fiasco that caused, they really didn't do their due diligence and check someone out. I mean, who in their right mind would watch that broadcaster and say, this is a great example of what we need on YouNow. This would make a great partner. Who would think? I mean, anybody in their right mind would say, this is partner material. And then after he became partnered, he went around telling 14-year-olds that they need to kill themselves. He violates YouNow rules and terms of service left and right. He violates his partnership contract, by showing people how much he makes from YouNow. I mean, how does anybody think that makes a great employee or a great spokesperson for their company? You know what, Led Zeppelin? That is the only thing that I can think that, just given the circumstances that people were talking, there were partners that were talking with their YouNow managers and working in the background to try and get me a partnership, and then, all of a sudden they give it to the copycat. There obviously is some kind of misunderstanding. I mean, that's the only thing that I can think of. No, they haven't admitted that. How are they going to admit it? Who are they going to admit it to? Everything that you do with YouNow is through emails or through the moderators coming and giving you cryptic messages in your chat. You open up a ticket and all you get is canned messages from somebody that's just trying to close their ticket. You try to email them, you get a canned response back that, oh, this email isn't monitored. They have put a barrier up between users and their business. And they just give you canned responses. Oh, your comments and criticisms are very important to us. Thank you for being an active member of the community. We appreciate you. Now, kiss off. I mean, that's pretty much what they're saying. That's pretty much what they do. Every correspondence you get from them is just, how can I blow you off the fastest? They're just lazy. Yeah. Slow and lazy. Ozzy, thank you for the likes.
No. Bruh.
I mean, even my last ticket that I opened up with them, because the copycat invited over 6,000 of his fans to my broadcast. And his message was, report him for copying me. It's like, dude, everybody knows you're you're the copycat, and now you're harassing me. I gave them negative feedback on their email responses at least 5 times. Okay? Yeah, every time I do a ticket with them, they give me a survey, and I give them negative, like the worst that it could be, because that's just the way the correspondence work. And you're right, they don't care at all. Those are generic emails. Read them, and I know they all have. It's all a canned response. Silver Skull, thank you for inviting your fans.
No.
So when Copycat violated terms of service by sending everybody in to hate on me, to disrupt my broadcast, and report me for being a copycat, which is falsely reporting someone that violates those terms of service. I had screenshots that I sent to them when I opened up a ticket. Oh, and I also had them showing how much YouNow was paying him, which is a violation of his contract. So I documented all this stuff, opened up a ticket, and attached it, right? And told him what my complaint was, that he was harassing me and trying to get people to report me with false reports. And they told me that what I should have done was, in the app, I should have clicked on his name and reported him through the app, right? And then I should have blocked him. So I responded back, and they closed the ticket, but I could still comment on it. So I commented, I said, okay, but if I block him, that still doesn't prevent him from coming into my channel. And it doesn't prevent him from, or I said, does it prevent him from inviting people to my broadcast? And she responded back and she said, no, but even if they report you in the application, they still, the moderator won't ban you without proof. So proof is what I sent them when I first opened up the ticket. I sent them proof that he's violating the terms of service and the rules of use on YouNow. And they told me I should have reported him inside the application. But in the application, it doesn't let you add attachments or give proof of anything that was done. So I give them proof of what he's doing, and they tell me to use the option that doesn't give them proof. But then she said that a moderator isn't going to ban you without proof. So they just sent me around in circles, this doublespeak and circular talk. You know, next time you need to use the method that doesn't send proof, but you sent me proof, but I don't want you to send me proof because we won't do anything without proof. And I've got screenshots of that. I need to redact some names, and I'm gonna post it because it's just so stupid. I was at Playlist, Edwin. I was sitting up at the front desk. I was saying hi to all kinds of people. I took a selfie with Zoe. I was there when the fight broke out. Good night, Becca. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Well, Blake, Grant is now a partner, so I doubt that they're going to ban him for being underage. I'm sure they would have checked that out beforehand. The mods have never responded to any reports I've made on the site. I know, Derek. They don't care. Look at Devin Colrun. For 2 hours was on Omegle. And how many dicks were shown in that time frame? And he had like 2,000 people watching him. How many of them were kids? Luke had 30 videos that he captured. Just that one instance that he opened up a ticket and sent it to YouNow, and they did nothing until Luke responded back. This violates, or this is you're allowing a federal crime to occur. And then they closed his ticket and marked it so that he couldn't add any more comments. They're responsible for what is happening on their application, and they just let it happen. Carol, I love you too.
Deeply love you.
Yeah, Edwin, there were fights, with Tap Tap and, oh, I forget his name. It was an inside job. But yeah, no, Ozzy, I didn't go to or I didn't go to playlist. Oh my god, some guys. Thank you for the 2,000 likes. Oh my god. Blake, have fun at school today. Learn some. Oh, okay. Blake, come back tonight. We do a test to see what you learned today. Simcox, thank you so much for the 2,000 likes. I certainly hope free spin. No, Led Zeppelin, I didn't go. Even if I did go, who is gonna know that I was there? I mean, maybe I bit him in an ankle or something. Simcox, I certainly hope that was a free spin. And because of the 2,000 likes, you have activated the spam cam. Dun, 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 dun. Seriously? Well, thank you so much for the 2,000 likes. I appreciate it greatly. Thank you so much. Mr. Ella, thank you for the love.
Deeply.
So, Simcox, you get to choose 2 servings of spam. Now, this one, so as you can see, we got turkey spam and chorizo. This one is the chorizo spam, and this one is the turkey. that, that would have been kind of fun, but you know what? He probably would have freaked out, Led Zeppelin. I'm pretty sure. Syntax the turkey for both. Really? Because the chorizo is at least got a little spice. I mean, it's not really it's a very mild spice, but it's got flavor. The turkey is just mushy stuff. That's a little salty, and it's got a lot of gel around the outside. So if you can get past the gel, it's not so bad, I guess. Right, so 2 slices. Mr. Elegant, I live in Iowa. There's a bite to start. Yeah, Led Zeppelin. Excuse me. There's a bit of rounding that goes on. The round up or the round down. Jane, I am in northwest Iowa. I'm in Cherokee, Iowa, if that really means anything to you. Ankeny is, well, Des Moines is about 2.5 hours away. So Ankeny, probably 2 hours and 15 minutes. I used to live in Des Moines, though. Yeah, but you know what, RJ? If I did that, I suspect that there would be people that would be following me back to my room and trying to find out who I was. I mean, I'd have to get a room somewhere else and, like, travel and stuff like that. You're more southwest Iowa? Your aunt moved there? Nice. Well, you know what, MJ? It's not really stalkerish. I mean, Luke doing a Google Maps and looking up the coffee shop in town and wanting to meet me there, that's kind of stalkerish. But just asking questions, not really much so, because it is social media, right? I mean, that's the whole point, to find out about people. It's sad people do such things. Des Moines is about 2 hours slow. 2 hours slow, what? Are you assuming our mental status, Mr. Elegant? Is that what you're assuming? All right, here's the second slice of FM. Oh, drive slow. You're born in Des Moines. Yeah, I actually worked for Polk County for a bit. Lived there for a while. We could meet up. um, I think that would be interesting. Yeah, we could meet up. We could have. So there's this girl that lives about an hour and a half away. She lives in Sioux City. Her dad actually works here in town. He's a manager of the food department at a Hy-Vee. Possibly awkward, yeah. And so this 14-year-old girl is always talking to me about whether I know her dad and whether I talk to him and do I talk to him about her. And I'm like, dude, do you know how creepy that would be if I went up to the man that I don't know? I mean, we're not friends. He wraps my meat for me when I need a pound of burger. Hey, Andre, chocolate killer. Hey, hey, hey. If if I said, hey, yeah, you don't know me, but I've been talking with your daughter online for a really long time, and she thinks we need to meet up. The police would be called. They'd be like, what the hell are you doing talking to this girl that you know nothing about?
Truly.
Chocolate killer, thank you for the love.
Love you.
So I was just like, no, no, Because she's also, so she lives with her mom, and she's talking about she wants to come live with her dad. And I'm like, no, you don't want to move here because there is nothing for you to do.
Truly,
Thank you for the love,
deeply
chocolate killer.
love you.
Elsa is in the house. Yeah, she's better off staying in Sioux City. Definitely a lot bigger town. Deucely, welcome. Oh, excuse me. The spam is rebelling. You love shrimp? Well, Deucely, today is National Shrimp Day. Elsa, thank you for the 50 likes. So enjoy some shrimp today to celebrate the season. To celebrate something. I don't know. Because, I think they just randomly pick dates and say, alright, this is national something. But have some shrimp in a scampi sauce. My former teacher loves spam. He had it in his desk. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, I didn't know that it was National Shrimp Day until the day, but I think maybe like some shrimp on top of some fettuccine alfredo, a light dusting of garlic powder, and plenty of parmesan.
Truly,
Thank you for the love,
deeply
chocolate killer.
love you.
No, oh, when's National Pimp Day? They have a search? Oh, I do. Pimp Day. Sorry, no posts found. So apparently, there is no National Pimp Day. At least that's recognized nationally. I think Pimp Day is like every day, isn't it? He was single, so he couldn't cook. Well, there you go. Spam it is. It's your birthday today, Deucely. Uh-oh. You know what that means. It means that I'm gonna fumble to try and find something that I should have had ready to begin with. Alright, hold on. I've got it here somewhere. I know I've got it. I put it where I wouldn't lose it. Is this it? Oh, Pimp Day is your birthday. Okay, well that's good because the birthday song didn't play. Look at that, guys. We're third in hashtag guys. We were trending there for a bit. I am trending. I'm almost on the first page of the trending list. Everybody, woohoo! Yeah, every broadcast I hit the trending list. I'm in the top 10 all the time. Do you think that would qualify enough for you now to make me a partner? No. Nope. Just going to ignore you. But please ask your fans to spend money on you so that we can make the big bucks. Led Zeppelin, thank you for the love.
Deeply
Oh, thank you,
love you.
Beasley. Deuce, when do you broadcast? because I fan you, but I don't, I rarely see you on. Maybe I'm not on when you are. They're trying to milk you. that that's the impression that they give, Deucely. Yesterday, Foxy was a pretty lady. No, I wasn't. What? Why? What are you talking about? Actually, yesterday, I about rage quitted like 3 times, and then my computer locked up. Oh, you know what? I was debating. I was almost gonna go live in hashtag girls again today. I almost did it. Because I was in hashtag girls on Mondays too, Led Zeppelin. In the morning, 2 p.m. Pacific. Um, so what time is it for you right now? Oh, you're random. Okay. So you're 2 hours behind me, so it'll be noon. Okay. I broadcasted my kitty. Okay. Nice. You do a cooking broadcast and also music. Well, I'm pretty sure that's why I fanned you, is because I was watching you because of your music. And then, I just didn't see you anymore. So, hey Sam, how are you doing? Every time you go on hashtag girls? Well, it's not just one time, Deucely, but, um, eh, so lately, if I go in with Official.Fox, oh, look at that, everybody, I just barely holding up the bottom of the top of the list, if that makes any sense. I can see my name. Well, I can see the highlight, but I'm not just quite up there yet. You can confirm Deuce still broadcasts. So if I go into broadcast with Official.Fox, hey Adam, how are you doing? It seems like I spend a lot of time disrupting. Oops. Oh, they went the spam cam. Stop it. It seems like I spend a lot of time disrupting people's broadcasts because either people will point me out or the broadcaster stops what they're doing so they can say hi. And the chat ends up with a lot of people atting me, which isn't a problem. I enjoy talking with everybody, but I don't want to disrupt somebody else's broadcast. Oh, well, thanks, Deuce. So what I've been doing, I have a low-key account that I just go around and I lurk. And I just do that because, like I said, I don't want to disrupt people's broadcasts. And there's nothing wrong with that, Led Zeppelin. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it, but believe it or not, sometimes broadcasting 2 times a day can be a little tiring. I know, and then the newer broadcasters, the younger ones, they're, oh, guest me, and and after doing 5 hours of broadcasting, and then I mean, it's not that I don't want to. I would love to, but sometimes it just gets tiring. It, I love what I do. Like I said, don't get me wrong, but even though I'm a red panda, I'm human. I, I need I need my me time, but sometimes I go to people I just want to be entertained. Play your music for me and let me get lost in the melody and I can turn my brain off for just a little bit. Make an account for Jim Bob. Hey Brendan, what makes you think that Jim Bob maybe or maybe not, but maybe he might already be broadcasting? Deucely, I will. That's why I asked when you broadcast, because yeah, I haven't seen you lately on either account. Right. Well, Zoe, I am a red panda that everybody calls Foxy. Unlike the copycat, the reason that I'm called Foxy, it actually had to do with my original broadcasting name. Oh, it's no problem, Deucely. When I'm entertained, when I like somebody, I like to watch them. If I go in and somebody is roasting people and that's all they do, they call them names and they're full of negativity. I don't like to stick around and watch that. That's not what I like. So here's my original broadcasting name is Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. It's the military phonetic alphabet for WTF. So whiskey is W, tango is T, foxtrot is F. And my own little inside joke, I would giggle and laugh because people would say, "Hey, whiskey tango foxtrot, how's it going?" And I'd giggle because what they're saying is, "Hey, WTF." And we all know WTF is what the fox, right? So I would giggle and laugh, and it was my own little inside joke. Really? Well, congratulations, Deuce. When's the wedding? Are you gonna do a YouNow wedding? If nothing else, you should broadcast. You don't have to be talking, but so Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. That's a long name, right? It's a mouthful. People have a tendency to forget the longer names, so they started calling me Foxy, even though I'm a red panda. And so that's how I got the name of Foxy. It's kind of like you've got that one of the characters or one of the guys, his name was Little John, but he's like the tallest, the biggest guy there was in the group. So it's kind of one of those nicknames. It's kind of just the opposite of who or what you are. Nice, Deuce. Well, welcome, Zoe. So, and then in December, the copycat started broadcasting like this and calling himself Foxy. Now, his name is Grant Tatted, so that's his YouNow name, and he's a red panda, and he acknowledges that it's a red panda, but he calls himself Foxy. Hmm, why, why would he do that? Oh, I know, because he's copying me. So, in February, when he got partnered, he started broadcasting. It was suggested that I, well, first of all, it was suggested that I shorten my name because Whiskey Tango Foxtrot is too long for people to remember. And this is somebody that has a psychology degree, she's a criminal profiler. And so I shortened my name to Official.Fox, not only to shorten it, to make it more memorable, but also to say, I am the official Fox, and that copycat is not. Penrose Pirate. Hey, Fox, welcome from Scotland. So, Brian King, you wouldn't happen to have another YouNow account called Grant Tatted, would you? Yeah, Deuce, he pretty much, he copied everything about me. He would take credit for, like, I guested with Winky the Twinkie as a penguin, and we talked for about a half hour, and it was really funny. And the next day, Grant was on saying, "Yep, that was me with Winky." And then people wanted him to be the penguin, and he spent 10 minutes trying to find the penguin, but it's an additional package that you have to install, and he didn't have it installed, and he couldn't do it. Yet, that was him the night before guesting. Love is a wonderful feeling, isn't it, Deucely? You don't know what you're missing until you feel that, and then you wonder how you ever got along without it. And Zoe, so if you try to troll him, the first time you mention anything about you're not the original or you're a copycat, or if he even sees that you've been watching me, he'll ban you. He spends more time banning people than he does fanning people. Thank you, Deuce. So this grant person imitates what you do. Uh-huh. You should have seen him on St. Patrick's Day. He had me duplicated down to a T. I changed that. I put on a top hat. I changed the colors to green. What else did I have? I don't know. He came on like an hour and a half later, and was looking exactly like me. And what happened? YouNow made him a partner. Yeah. What happened to originality? Yeah, I don't know. Well, I would be flattered, Deuce, if they had made me the partner instead of him. Aladar, hey, yeah. And people, he got on that day. I mean, he went from nothing to instant Hollywood. He spent his first broadcast, all he was doing, there was no content. All he was doing was saying, "People, hit the like button and give me bars. We need bars, people. Hit the like button." I mean, instant Hollywood, that's all he talked about is just give me money, give me money. And they were asking him how he got partnered, and he goes, "I don't know. I have no idea why I got partnered." Drinking all night and then eating Mexican food is how leprechauns are born. We're going to release the leprechauns. What? Yeah, and his content is horrible. So if he's not guesting anybody, the only content he gets is by guesting people. It's true, Deuce. So he guests another partner. The guy's name is Rav something or other. And this guy's partnered too, right? But he guests with the copycat, and then he spends his entire time getting people to drop the bars or the cannons or the parachute for the copycat. When this guy could be on pimping his own self out, begging for the bars for for himself, but he doesn't do that. And then when he's guesting someone, you see this. Now I'm going to move out of the camera. And so he's guesting someone, and his panda's got that 1,000-mile stare. The guy just leaves. And the person that he's guesting will just talk and talk and talk and entertain everybody else. That's his content when he's not copying, when he's not using my content. It's just like, and you now partnered him. He doesn't interact with his audience. He doesn't develop his own content. And so Zoe, now he's at the point, hey Bass Head, how are you doing? He's at the point that when he broadcasts, so many people give him hate for being the copycat, and he gets tired of blocking people, that he doesn't come on, or he gets tired of coming on as the Red Panda and getting hate. Yeah, Matt. And then if he comes on as his human and does his DJ stuff, nobody watches him because it's boring. So he's decided that YouNow is a dead platform. At least that's what he tells people. It's almost sad. You know what? If he wasn't copying me, I might even support him. But, every time I try to talk to him about what he's doing, copying me is wrong. He has no remorse about doing it. He admits why he's copying me and doesn't feel that it's wrong because you now partnered him. I mean, that's one excuse that he gives. But he's like a little kid that will defend himself regardless of how wrong it is. You have former acquaintance. Wait, you know what, Mr. Elegant? That's almost how this whole fiasco got started in the first place, because partners that supposedly had pull at YouNow were, working to get me partnered, and the next thing you know, he got partnered. All those words, yeah. I what I question is why someone like Mr. Bomb is making hundreds upon thousands of dollars worth of bars on here. Something seems strange about. Well, 108786295981343636166164. He's entertaining. He is a little risque. He throws out the F-bomb. He throws out the sexual innuendos and the sexual content. And some people get off on that. And, I suppose if I had a job and I had that kind of money, I'd probably throw it away on people that if I had a job, if I actually had money coming in, I probably would be spending bars or buying bars and spending it on people as well. You'd think you could afford a better camera. Some broadcasters, now actually will send a camera and a microphone Because you see a lot of people with YouNow mics that they actually will send hardware to them. And rich people like to spend their money. Yeah, that too. Oh, hey, Georgia, thanks. And there are some people that do like to throw the money around and then like kind of wave that in front of your face. Hey, Corky, how are you doing? The former head of talent is no longer there. Yeah, they probably have a lot of turnover there as well. There was a time where they were looking for mods left and right and struggling with that too.
No.
Thank you for. Yeah, that's very true as well. Lots of numbers. And hey, that's Anthony. Hey, diddle, hey, daddy. At least upon I can. I know. And some of the people that are throwing money away they're just learning what a credit card is. And it's mommy's credit card, and she's gonna be pissed in the morning when she sees the bill. Zoe, thank you for the love.
Love you. Truly.
Mr. Elegant, thank you for the love.
Deeply.
Bruh.
Love you.
Bruh.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking I have to do a reinstall, Zoe, so feel my pain. And I've got all the downloadable content as well. At least I'm thinking that's what is causing the problem. Because watch, so I've got the software up and the focus in Windows, right? And then watch what happens when I click off of it. Just start. We start to die on the software. And look, it's working just fine again. So who knows what's going on with that? Oof. That'll take a lot. Yeah, I know. Oh my god, you guys, look at the time. It's 11 o'clock. So, for those of you that are new, or those of you that may not know, I broadcast Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. So it is 11:06 right now, just as a reference for your time zones. I also broadcast on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday evening broadcast at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Except when it's Mondays and Messy Monday is on, I don't go live until he's done, just because he pulls a lot of people in and people like to watch him, and it's a bit entertaining. So then, Brendan, that means that it would be 9:30 a.m. your time. What time is that in the I think the UK is like 6 hours ahead. So 8:30 is like 30 p.m. But let me ask you this, Zoe. What time is it there for you right now? And so if you tell me what time it is for for you there. It's 5:06. So, yeah, so 2.5 hours. So that's like 2:30. So like 2:30 p.m. in the UK. So it's kind of like an afternoon show for you. Finland, it is 7 p.m. So 4:30. So my morning show is your guys' afternoon show, huh? So then when I do a 6:30 p.m., let's see, it's 8 hours, 6, that's 2 a.m. for you, Led Zeppelin. Wow. Urson, hey Urson, do you have that link for the badges again? I clicked on it, looked at it, but then apparently I closed it, and now I can't find it again. Could you relink that for me, pretty please? You don't watch that anymore? Is it too late for you, Led Zeppelin? You know, if I had a subscription button. Cool, thank you, Urson, I appreciate it. If I had a subscription button, you could rewatch the broadcast. Yeah, 2:30 in the AM. That's a little late for some of you guys. Yep, you could watch from YouTube. I need to catch up on my releasing some of my latest videos. They're sitting out there. I just need to get caught up. Loco Mix, thank you for inviting your fans. And thank you. I just have to make sure that I don't close that. Where did you find that link at, by the way? Did they advertise that somewhere? Oh, well, thank you, Loco Mix. I appreciate that. I usually just watch the moments. Yeah, and you know what? Led Zeppelin, like Luke isn't here to keep those captured moments alive. Funny kids in the house. Yeah, see, there's another thing. If they do updates, it would be nice if they had like here's an FAQ, here's a page where you could go to see what we've updated, what we've changed. Okay, Random RJ, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you have a good Wednesday. Come back tonight if you can. If not, hopefully I get to see you tomorrow. But you take care, and thanks for all the love. There are other websites that post what their changes are. Here's the new things. Here's what they've gotten rid of. When you do an update, here's the change log. You can't find you don't know anything on how to take advantage of anything with YouNow. It's all a secret. They make changes during the day. They update live, or sometimes it seems like they test live. You have no idea what they're doing. They have no schedule. Shrimp Abdullah, today is National Shrimp. So feel free to some shrimp. And in my case, funny kid just did a drive-by. So when you log out, it will show you what tasks you have to complete to get to the next level. That'll be interesting. I'll take a look at that. Because, like you apply for partnership and their canned denial letter says you need to beg for likes, you need to beg for shares, you need to beg people to share the broadcast, you need to beg them to spend money. I'm gonna eat 2/3 of it, then use the rest as fish bait. Oh, nice. And then you could have fish for tomorrow. What is your favorite kind of shrimp? I think shrimp scampi. Just some butter sauce and garlic. You don't need to overdo it. Didn't they tell you to broadcast for 15 minutes at a time? Um, I think they said more than 15 minutes. Let me see. But I'm thinking shrimp tonight is going to be some fettuccine Alfredo with just some shrimp on top. Well, so they've changed their recommendations for their best practice. Make your broadcast on topic. Play music on hashtag musicians. Dance on hashtag dance. Content. Be creative. Understand what works for you. Don't do the same every broadcast. Do something you'll watch yourself. Keep doing what you do. Pay attention to the viewers and do not always look at the numbers. Self-promotion. While live, promote your broadcast. Likes, shares, etc. Every 15 or 20 minutes. In a, oh, by the way, fashion. In the middle of a story or another interesting something that happens in your broadcast. Ask for a reasonable number, about 5 likes per viewer. The goal is 200 likes if there are 40 viewers. 1 share for every 2 to 3 viewers. The goal is 20 shares if there are 50 viewers. How many shares? I got 26 shares and I got 24 viewers. Hostess Factories in the house. I don't know if you know what it makes it more difficult or more user friendly. Abdullah, thank you for becoming a fan.
No.
It's girl, we talking with a fox. Well, you're talking with a red panda that everybody calls Foxy. Chin girl, thank you for congratulations, Abdullah Makera, for becoming the 5,000th fan. So with 5,000 fans comes a 24-hour broadcast. But I think the really key thing is retention. Oh, I've got 5,001 fans now. Woohoo! Are you going to do the Peanuts dance? No, sure. Uh, you know what I should have done? I should have had some music or something. Oops. Should have had some music ready and do the dance. But I don't have any music. No, Pops, Just Bob Show did a pretty good Peanuts dance, didn't he? Uh, uh, Here, oh my God, for number 5,000, yay! Jonathan, thank you for becoming a fan. So, what I said that I would do at 5,000 fans is that I would do a 24-hour broadcast. Oh no, Led Zeppelin, really? Who invents these things? Who invents what's things? Like this?
No.
I made that myself. It's so funny. Well, thank you, Gym Girl. So, a 24-hour broadcast. Ali, thank you for becoming a fan.
No.
Leaving it all. Instead of fanning up at the beginning. It's glitchy, yeah. Oh no, things like the peanut dance. Other people. People that are creative. People that are not me. So, a 24-hour broadcast. I thought what I would do is start like this Friday. So like at noon on Friday until noon on Saturday. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Follow me on Twitter and turn on post notifications if you haven't already. I will tweet out more information about the starting time. And then I'll probably have to plan. I have no clue whatsoever about what I'm gonna do for 24 hours. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long broadcast. But here's the thing. Unlike the copycat, he begged for 100,000 likes. And if he received 100,000 likes, he would do a 100-hour broadcast. He got to 10 and a half hours into his broadcast, and then he quit. Okay, cool, Led Zeppelin, nice. So, he basically committed fraud, because he took everybody's money, and then said he would do something. He would do a 100-hour broadcast, and he only did 10 and a half hours, and then he quit. And then he came back the next week, and he had the exact same goal. 100,000 likes, he'd do another 100-hour broadcast, even though he never completed the first 100-hour broadcast. And fools weren't dropping the likes. He got up to like 75,000 likes. And they were still trying to get him to do a 100-hour broadcast, even though he never followed through and completed the first one. It's like, people sheeps. What? My faith in humanity was really lacking that day. Like, PewDiePie promised to kiss a guy if he got $4,000 on Twitch, but he didn't. Oh, man. Damn him. Liars. I don't,
Hey, Retight. I don't have a PewDiePie voice. Actually, that one's kind of creepy. Brofist. Give me Brofist. So, Led Zeppelin, were you talking about me? PewDiePie. I'm PewDiePie. Looks like a meth addict. No, it's PewDiePie. Peace out, bro.
Alright, we're back. He didn't, oh, he didn't kiss a guy yet. Well, karma is biting him in the butt, and he's losing all kinds of monetization on his YouTube videos, so That's what he gets. That was scary. uh, Surprise, everybody! That really wasn't PewDiePie. That was me. Just in disguise. That's why he live streams now. Yeah, he's doing the YouTube Red stuff too, so, I mean, it's just forced him to get out of his comfort zone or something that he was used to doing and to expand and broaden his horizons. So it could have been a good thing, could have been a bad thing, who knows. So everybody, I do have to go. He made $30 on a video. Some of them, he's made nothing. They've turned monetization off. I do have to go, everybody. Oh my god, we're coming up to 3 hours. I do have some stuff that I need to do this afternoon. Come back tonight. I got a 6:30 broadcast. We can continue on or talk about different things. So I hope you guys have laughed and smiled more than you have scowled and frowned today. Yeah, try to do just a random act of kindness today. Just one small thing. Tell a random stranger to have a nice day. Smile at somebody. Say hello to somebody that you normally wouldn't. Pick up a piece of trash. It doesn't have to be anything great, but some small random act of kindness. And you guys have a great day. Have a good hump day. If I don't see you tonight, I hope to see you tomorrow. And you guys stay foxy. That's knocking about, but they kind of fit.